play, which talked about VAR and things like that. But I think it means more and more international teams around the world basically play football in the same way. And I think a few years ago, you could see a contrast in the way Argentina played. They were pretty physically tough, maybe with even the way Brazil played. Another South American, they were more of a beautiful passing game, brilliance, individual brilliance, and so on. But now everything seems to have morphed into this similar style of play, which may not be a bad thing. I mean, it's like anything; things eventually progress in life until they reach I don't know, a design limit. There's only so many things you can then do with, for example, with the shape of an aeroplane or the shape of a car to get the best aerodynamics. And maybe with football, there's only so much you can do to pass this ball, presumably still made of leather or some synthetic matter material, to get it passing around between 22 players. You think about it, if you think about it with fresh eyes and fresh thoughts, it's a bit crazy, isn't it? 22 grown men or grown women all chasing this ball with a simple object of getting it into a net at the other end of the pitch. I mean, it's a beautifully simple scenario, isn't it, when you think about it? But it's got a ridiculous side to it. Grown adults, men and women, all thinking, I want to get that ball and pass it to me, and all these strategies that managers and coaches put into this brilliant game. And a brilliant game it is. I mean, it stood the test of time and will go on doing so. It somehow captures something in us as wanting to, a bit like the Roman amphitheatres. We're all watching this incredible game being played before our eyes, and to actually be a professional, to be earning, frankly, a lot of money at the top level, basically kicking a football around is quite incredible. But it shows the human need for entertainment, that we need to, and something tribal, we need to cheer on our team, our boys, and so on, and or our girls, hasten to say. It works both ways, because the English girls particularly, have won trophies the last 2 Euros, which is phenomenal for England. I said earlier about the Scots, having something really good to cheer about, and in England we haven't. But of course, we've had the women with their 2 incredible Euros victories. Just to quickly chip in there, so in case I don't say it later, it's a shame to see that Hannah Hampton has got a quad injury, which I don't think it's going to expected to be put her out of the Euros, but it could do, couldn't it? Although that's not till next year anyway, is it? So anyway, that's going by the by. But yeah, let's hope she recovers pretty quickly as the England goalkeeper. But yeah, so I'm not surprised in a way you're disappointed with today's Brazil. Maybe it was an off night, but I think what we're witnessing is South American teams are really no different to European teams or even North American teams now. They're all pretty much the same development stage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. We'll come back to the England women's team in a bit, because there was something that I saw about what's the name, Mary Epps, and a new book, and how it
Yeah.
details certain things. Yeah, we'll come back to that. But let's just look at our England men's for a minute. Now, when they were about to play Serbia, not Serbia, what was the last one that
Well, it
we played?
was the last one was Albania.
Albania, yeah. So when we was about
Yeah,
to
on
play
Sunday.
Albania, yeah, when we were about to play Albania, there were a few pundits on the ITV, and they said something like, so luckily they had Thomas Tuchel there. So they asked him. So they asked him. They said, "Right, you've got a really you've got a real problem in selecting your number 10. You know, right now, because Jude Bellingham and all that." You know, do we have a number 10 problem at the moment?
Well, I mean, I think Eze probably he's been playing in the number 10 position, and I
Right.
think playing quite well. I mean, he got a very good goal, didn't he, against Serbia? Very good goal.
Mm.
So he probably is taking that role. Bellingham, of course, is the literal number 10. That's on the back of his shirt. But I wouldn't say he's playing a number 10 role anyway. He's almost given license to go where he wants to because, as I say, he's a tremendous player, a sort of a colossus of a player on his day,
Mm.
where he sort of controls the game from wherever he is in midfield or anywhere else on the pitch. So, to answer your question, I would say at the moment, Eze is one of those, contesting the number 10 role, the inside forward role.
Mm.
Um, as I say, I can't really think who else might be doing that. Kane obviously is very much the centre forward. And Tuchel will switch as he sees fit to bring others on. I've said before, I hope he sticks soon to hit the team he wants to be his basic team and squad in the World Cup because they've really got to know each other. It's no good keep giving people minutes, 20 of them or whatever it is,
Mm.
between now and next summer because that
Yeah.
we're not going to get the that dynamic in the team.
Yeah. Well, what about Cole Palmer then? That's what I'm thinking. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm not sure I see him as a number 10, really. He's still injured, of course, isn't he?
it is, yeah. I
He
was just
must.
thinking, well, if he gets through if he gets through his injury, and because obviously it's going to pose a dilemma for a dilemma of choice, actually,
Yeah.
for the manager, for the England manager, wouldn't it? That's what I was thinking. Yeah, because they did mention him that the day when they were interviewing him, and he's just said, "Well, we just have to get through today's game and just see how it goes," And I
Mm.
thought, oh, smart guy. Now, there seemed to be another a little bit of a problem with the I think it's the right back. Right, so England's right back. So we got a guy called Jaro Kwanzaa. So it's
Yeah.
between Jaro Kwanzaa and Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now, who would you go for?